Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
Hi, and it's Martin from the Ice Analyzer, who completely forgot what he was doing for a second there.
Paralyzed because this is not running with TeamworkCast. This is Hiveworld on the, on the 13th of September, I think. And this is the third round, the second game. This is Lewis against Alex on the right. Lewis on the left. Lewis is playing Noise, and Alex is playing Jinteki White Tree.
God, look at that beautiful alt-art noise. I love it. It's so good.
I still have one copy, and nobody has contacted me because I want to trade it against the alt-art Gabe. It's a difficult trade.
Yeah, I would offer anything, but all I have... Okay, the last tournament I went to, I did fairly well, and I could have got an Altar Aesops, but there was one Altar Adonis, and I think that's much funnier, so I took that instead.
Adonis, those guys have bodies.
It's such a terrible altar, let's be honest, but it's really funny to me. It's really, really funny to me.
You find Adonis hilarious?
Yes. It's super funny.
Yeah, it is. We always joke about those cards, but people don't appreciate our sex bots jokes. Anyways, the game already started, and so Alex is playing White Tree, so the runner has to run on a central server before he's able to run on a remote server, and Alex installed 2 Ice in IHQ and R&D and played a hedge fund. And meanwhile, Lewis has daily casts.
Yes. So I'm interested to see... Oh, starting off with the virus mills immediately.
Lamprey.
I'm interested... Yeah, what I would expect from Replicating Perfection is quite a slow start, usually. They just want to protect their centrals, maybe get a couple of remotes that just have econ in them, maybe get a Sunju going, get stuff like that. And I think Noise can do good work against that, because Noise can force you to play quicker than you want, because otherwise all your cards will get milled away.
And look at this, Lewis runs on both cards here. Wow, this sass continues. Oh gosh!
Wow, just throwing cards clean across the table. The
House of Flying Cards. It is Lewis ran on R&D and saw a Lotus Field there, and he ran on HQ, and he saw a Pup there, and he actually took the damage from Pup and accessed one card.
I love that, that's such an Anarch thing, such a Noise thing in particular, just like running even though you got no money, just see if you're willing to keep me out and just taking the net damage and dealing with it, that's fine, that's great.
Lewis is very aggressive this way and sometimes pays off. I played against him where he managed to have like 4 axes early on and all of them were agendas, and I just lost the game in the second turn.
Okay, killing the mental health clinic immediately.
Yeah, he does. He's keeping up his pressure. He wants to slow down Alex here. And also Lamprey is an interesting choice there. A virus. And whenever he gets access to HQ, the corporation loses 2 credits. Is it 2 credits?
I think it's 1 credit.
1 credit. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's just annoying. That's the cool thing about Lamprey. I think it's exactly what viruses should be, which is just slightly annoying. Yeah,
and it's kind of like it gets trashed whenever there's a virus purge.
Yep.
But, would you purge just because of Lamprey? It's like, ugh.
No, it's that's going to sit there until he has quite a few more viruses on the table, or he starts milling more aggressively.
And also, if the corp does purge, I mean that's basically Lamprey doing his job. Ooh, we have
Shahrazad and Data Sucker.
That's great.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one right, but that's how I always say it. So.
You did a much better job than I would do, probably.
I like to call it share, because that's...
share.
That's... It's always good to get Cher on the table nice and early. She's a quality asset to bring to the table. So
I need to start like a Cher song whenever this is played.
Perfect.
Yes, there's, by the way, there's Shahrazad and there's Sahara. There's like 2 cards which are very similar in pronunciation.
Yes.
Similarly difficult.
So I notice the Corp has iced archives, so they're fully getting that Replicating Perfection, do not run on my centrals thing going.
And after the furious start, Alex is now like really thinking about this.
Yeah, I think what he kind of wants to put something in front of that Lotus Field. I think putting a Lotus Field in front of R&D is not always what you want to do in Replicating Perfection. I mean, you want to keep them out of R&D, but it's better to just get Punishing Ice. And Lotus Field is not punishing. So.
Yeah, he can bounce off the Lotus Field and attack the central server. So
absolutely.
You really want to have something like, I don't know, like Wall of Thorns or like some kind of Sentry, yeah.
Yeah, Tsurugi, Komeinu.
Ooh, what? Sweeps week?
That's, I tell you what, this is pre-Worlds, isn't it? When Sweeps Week got that huge standing ovation from people because an Andromeda got double Sweeps Week.
I think Sweeps, especially now that Andromeda is becoming so incredibly popular, Sweeps Week is a good splash in any kind of deck.
I definitely agree. It's a good card. If you got the influence for it and you're not sure what to do, just chuck a Sweeps Weekend.
It's not a lot of influence, just 3 credits, 3 influence, and Corps don't really need that influence that much. I think
it's just 2 influence. I think it's just 2. I could be wrong.
I think it's 1.
I could be wrong.
We have the internet. You just continue commenting while I look this up.
But yeah, Sweeps Week is a really good shout at this point. Okay, he's going into HQ, hits a Fetal AI, so that's, he's going to take that and take 2 net damage because it's not PE.
Ooh.
So that's
Fetal AI.
First score of the game.
That's nice.
Yep, always good. Forest Purge, so killed the Lampreys.
Oh, wow, so he did eke out the Virus Purge here, that's nice.
Yeah, because he had 2 Lampreys down. You want to get rid of those, I think. So.
Oh, you are absolutely right. Is this 2 influence?
Yes. So I think Sweeps Week sits at an interesting place where you don't... 3 of them, that's quite a lot of influence. But if you got a spot for 2 influence, then yeah, chuck one in. Why not?
I am a successful demonstration kind of person.
Successful demonstration is so good. It's so satisfying.
And it's so underplayed as well. It's incredible. It's 1 influence, and it's basically a restructure, but that one that plays into what most corps want to do, which is stopping runs. And I think in this kind of in White Tree Jinteki would be also really nice.
Imp on the table. That's a good shout. Going into archives to see if he's managed to mill anything away. I definitely agree with you on that, especially in the early game. Successful demonstration can be such good econ, because they're just running on stuff to see what it is at that point. So
so it encourages you to rest things even though they're not protecting anything valuable, just so you can play a successful demonstration afterwards.
Okay, there, resing another Lotus Field on archives. I get the feeling that he's not getting the icy once in HQ at the moment, because otherwise those Lotus Fields, you would kind of want them on a remote, I think.
I think White Tree is really struggling here.
Yes.
But he does install something in a remote server.
Yep, so see what that is.
Interesting, he ices up HQ, which is the least punishing.
Although I suppose it means he can't... He's probably got some stuff in his hand that he doesn't want to lose at this point, so...
Oh, of course, I meant most punishing, not least punishing. And he protects HQ even more. Interesting, so that tells us maybe that he has a lot of agendas on his hand.
I'm wondering if he's expecting a Count Siphon or something else that's rough. I wouldn't necessarily expect that in Noise, but it's possible, so...
after Anatomy of Anarchs, this became very popular.
It totally did, but I feel like these days, Noise, if I see Lamprey, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a slightly more virus-heavy build. That's what I would guess.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw already Lamprey, and Lamprey is not the first choice, but it's a good virus, so maybe... Lewis is playing a very virus-heavy deck.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm seeing here is he put down a Jackson, drew twice, and then checked his archives. I think he's got some agendas in archives, and he's got some agendas in hand. He's trying to figure out how many he can safely discard. Yeah.
He's managing his hand and managing his archives very carefully right now.
Yeah, I think at this point I would want to run and kill that Jackson because that would put him in a bad. Ooh, that's okay. Double pop, solid.
Ooh, taxing.
He's thinking about taking that net damage.
But there's an upgrade there.
Okay. It's going to be Caprice.
And he runs on that card here. Access. Oh, what?
Ronin.
Whoa, Ronin?
I did not expect that. That's
what?
That's a decision. Okay, kills the Jackson. It's a good shout.
Game-changing moves right there. So now suddenly nothing is sure anymore. We don't know what kind of White Tree it is.
Is this kill White Tree? I haven't seen that before. So
gosh.
I mean, I've seen kill White Tree, but this is, I don't know. I wouldn't expect Ronin. That's interesting.
Wow.
Okay, I want to see where this is going now.
This game just got hard.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So we see the Jackson being used to rescue the cards, right?
Yep.
Still a couple of cards in archives there. And Lewis doesn't have this engine out yet. He doesn't have the what we usually see is white side and ace ups, and we see neither of those, and we haven't seen any cash either.
No, I'm wondering. I feel like there comes a certain point against RP where you just have to slow down for about 3 or 4 turns and just get your econ really rolling.
Yeah.
I don't think he's quite there yet, but it's close.
He's getting there. We see another card being installed. The Ronin hasn't been trashed, right?
I don't think he did. I think he left it. I'm not sure, actually. I missed that.
Look, pup being parasited, and we have a mill because it's a virus. We have to maybe explain for new listeners that the ability of Noise is that every time a virus gets installed, the corp trashes the top card from R&D.
Okay, choosing not to res that upgrade on HQ, and imping away a Wall of Thorns.
And that upgrade was Caprice Nice.
And killing the Caprice.
Wow.
I'm not so sure about Caprice these days.
You're not?
No, she never seems to work how I want her to, whenever I put her in a deck, and I usually end up cutting her out.
So that's the weird thing that I also noticed recently playing White Tree, is that as a corporation, if you play Caprice Nice, she doesn't seem so powerful, but as a runner, you just want to kill yourself.
That is true. If you hit a Caprice, then you want to make sure that Caprice is in the trash immediately.
Yeah.
I suppose it's one of those disconnects between how you feel as the corp and how you feel as the runner.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things, because as a corporation, you cannot rely on her, because she might just not work out at all, right?
Yeah.
But as a runner, you cannot rely on it either. So, for example, she stops account license.
And with an imp token, because he's got no money. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut across you there.
No, it's okay. Lewis is being incredibly effective here without any kind of money whatsoever.
Yeah. Still working exclusively off that one daily cast. I don't think he's used any other econ. I haven't seen anything.
No, I think that's the second daily cast already.
Oh, okay.
But still, I mean, he's very, very he's very efficient here.
Putting it to work.
Yeah. I think that's the strength of Lewis. Lewis is a very aggressive player who can put up a lot of pressure without a lot of effort.
Okay, subliminal messaging going into the archives.
That's good. That will help Alex here with the economical play.
Yes.
Economical race. Although Lewis is running quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I think subliminal messaging will be better once he's got his centrals a bit better defended. So, bouncing on that and then going straight through.
Yeah, not the best ice placement for Alex here. Ooh, and he runs through that server, and that's an Ash, but the Ash cannot be trashed because the Imp is empty right now, and he doesn't have any money.
Yes.
Well, he does have a little bit of money.
The Ash isn't a huge threat right now because the Corp doesn't have any money either. So.
Yeah.
Where is he keeping his money?
At the bottom below his HQ.
Ah, okay.
It's a bit,
yeah.
It's
he does have
difficult
money,
to read. Yeah, he has a bit of money, but I think right now it was more important for Lewis to lose money rather than for him to stop anything. Yeah. And it didn't make sense to res the Ash if there's nothing installed in the server. Ice in front of R&D.
Okay.
Might be finally the punishing ice he's looking for.
I reckon this would be the time when Noise should consider slowing down a little bit, just setting up for a few turns. There's the cash. There we are. Cash. I love that it's all hosted on Share. That's cool.
Share. Oh, and now the Imp.
Another Imp, great.
I think he has to trash something now.
I have to. No, yeah, only one.
He trashes the Imp. Oh, but he keeps the cash there. Interesting.
Might be hoping for an Aesops.
Maybe.
I'm always interested with Noise players how completely they commit to the mill as an archetype. Because sometimes they just go like half mill, half actual breakers. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah, like everybody has their own recipe there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Lewis runs fearlessly on that server, which is HQ.
And what is that going to be, and is he going to res it? He's thinking about it.
Alright, rest. Ooh, wall of static. Classic.
Don't see a lot of that these days, but it's still good ice.
I have a theory that wall of static is basically the grizzly bears of Netrunner. You know grizzly bears from Magic?
I never played Magic.
Oh, it's basically like the standard, like 2/2 creature for 2 mana. So it's like the basic standard, like a vanilla card kind of. And I feel all aesthetic also vanilla, like 3 credits for 3 strength.
Yeah, it does what it's straight up end the run. You know, I feel like if you are going to exactly what a barrier is, it's wall of static. Yeah. So
it also gives you like everything that is cheaper than its strength, then you know that it's very cheap ice.
Oh, I just noticed he's now got the world side down, so it's rolling.
Wild side. He's dancing in wild side.
I like that someone pointed out. Have you seen the new spoilers for Order in Chaos? I like that someone pointed out that you can't go to Wildside and have a day job unless you also go to the Stim dealer. In which case, which is amazing flavor. I think.
Oh gosh, that's why I fell in love with Netrunner first place. The stories it produces are just so on point. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
You could also have Rachel Beckman help you out. Maybe she's helping you with a day job.
Yeah, Rachel Beckman, trained assassin, dragging your hungover ass around. You have to go to work. I'm like, I don't want to. Like, Rachel, come and kick your ass if you don't go to work today.
Yeah. I don't want to go to work, Rachel. She gives you like breakfast to bed, brings you breakfast to bed.
Aw. Thanks, Rachel.
And gives you like orange juice. Or maybe like one of those hangover milkshakes.
Yeah, I feel like I've missed some things. So there's been a card installed in a remote. He's advanced it. We had a lamprey for another mill.
Yes.
Subliminal messaging is firing.
Lewis has a bit of money, but not too much. And I think he's slowly we're getting into this moment where that you were talking about, where he has to slow down. He has to get his breakers or anything because he cannot keep up this pressure anymore. And that thing that's installed there, I mean, it's in the server with a Ash. Yeah. So, not good.
Yeah. I mean, he can bounce off the centrals at the moment and go into it, but he has got no breakers. So if there's any kind of end the run on that, then he's out basically.
And
so
you gotta expect that it's something like awful like a Sarugi.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's another thing being installed there.
Yeah. Do you think that first one was a bluff?
I think I think Alex sees an opportunity to play his Nisei MK2 here. I think that's an easy.
Yeah, that's. I think this is the moment for it. So. Yeah.
Oh, S-ups.
Okay, great. Look at that line of alt-art cards. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning to regret my decision on that Adonis campaign, I'll be honest.
But it's so funny.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, there's the Corona. Nice.
Okay, yep, that's what he needs.
Oh, interesting. So he does have a breaker here and there. So he runs on HQ.
Costs him money, though. It's 4 credits to get into HQ. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, but look, he has 2 data suckers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he noticed that he doesn't have the MU. Because share doesn't give you any more MU. You gotta keep him like mad.
Okay, killed the lamprey instead of the data sucker.
Good choice.
Killing the Lotus Field with an imp. That's a good shout. I feel like a lot of times you access something in HQ, and if you've got an imp on the table, you just be like, let's kill that. That'll be fine.
Yeah, imp is really powerful, especially like running on HQ. Oh, it wasn't an EC, it was a NAPD. Interesting.
Okay, if I was Lewis, then I'd be pretty stoked actually. Like whenever I see an NAPD scored, I'm actually fairly happy that I didn't try and steal it because NAPDs are annoying.
They are annoying, and it's nice if a corporation gets rid of them. And also, like if this would have been an Nisei, that would have been really bad for him. But right now, like nothing changed. It's just 2 points lost.
Okay, he pawned one of the data suckers. Sure. Gambles, he's getting money together. That's it definitely starts working for Noise once he got those 2 pieces down.
It took him quite a long time to get up his combo, but now it's going quite well.
Yeah. if I'm playing this kind of noise, I want to usually mulligan for one of those combo pieces, ideally wildside. If you can get wildside down early, your game just goes so much better.
Ooh, difficult
Not
choice
sure
here.
What to do with that? Imping it.
Imping. Didn't he use imp the same? No, that was last turn, right?
Yeah, that was last turn.
Yeah.
I think he had the money to kill it, but he wasn't sure if he wanted to.
Yeah. If it's worth to use the imp for it, because it's just 2 credits for a talk token.
And also using the imp on it means he can now pawn it without worrying.
So that was a good choice there.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, so now it's Alex's turn.
What's he gonna do?
Ooh, wow.
More on HQ.
Interesting. Well, HQ is vulnerable because there is the wall static there.
That's true.
Imp being pawned as we expected.
I'm sort of surprised he didn't install it over the wall of static, but I mean, just make it that little bit more taxing is always good.
Yeah, make it taxing, certainly.
Yeah.
Wow,
going into HQ again. Just fearless.
Ooh, Enigma.
Okay.
Losing a click.
Solid. I think Enigma's really good at the moment.
Oh yeah, he ran out of clicks.
There was a time when everyone went to Quandary instead, but I think Enigma is probably better at the moment.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're doing, but
people went crazy on a Quandary, but Enigma still is. I mean, it's taxing unless you play something like a Yogg, then it doesn't make any difference. But otherwise, it's just so taxing.
Yeah, and there's so much stuff which shuts down Yogg these days. I don't think you see as much of it, so it's not a problem.
Yeah. Ooh, Cyberfeeder being discarded there. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson Howard.
See, sometimes as a noise player, you're not quite sure with the Jackson. Like, you kind of might want them to just be drawing wildly with the Jackson, but also you don't want them to be able to get stuff out of archives. So,
he probably would be able to kill it very quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Alex is still looking for something.
Yep. I'm wondering if he's searching for agendas.
I think he does, because NAPD wasn't his first choice for agenda, so I'm guessing he doesn't have a choice. So that was just something that he just had on his hand.
Yeah. He's possibly put it down thinking that Lewis would be able to steal it, but
Lewis is pretty well off money-wise. He only has one breaker, but that's Lewis. He's able to do so much pressure with just one breaker. It's crazy.
Yep. Not even got a console out yet. It's very little on the table, but it's doing work.
Lewis also be incredibly fearless. Like, he face check so much ice, and all of this could have been Komainu, which always happens to me. I just face check Komainu first turn.
Okay, Knight. That's a good shout. Going into archives. Okay.
Now he getting X archives for 2 credits, and we're gonna see a Jackson pop here, I think.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yes, there's a Jackson pop. Second Jackson goes.
I wonder if that was worth it, honestly. I wonder if it wouldn't have been better to just bounce off the Lotus Field and then run the Jackson.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess... I don't know.
He has to have a solution for archives. I mean, that kind of like challenges Alex to trash the Lotus Field or install something else there.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
his R&D's looking a bit thin.
Yeah, like Lewis hasn't been accessing R&D for a long time, and of course now when Alex spends his eyes on to protect archives, that will give Lewis the time to do something about the other cards here.
Yeah,
other servers.
It's just that really needling kind of Anarch that just makes you whatever you want to be doing. The Anarch is like, hey, you're going to do this instead. Okay, there we are, installing, advancing, and icing up.
Ooh,
that's an agenda play if I ever saw one.
Yeah, if that's an Anisei, that could turn the game easily for Alex here.
Definitely.
2 agenda points at this point for each of those players, so very, very close game here. Yeah,
it's if I was Noise at this point, then I would want to have scored a little bit more. I'd be feeling it. I'd be feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah.
Do you think he's thinking about pawning the wild side?
Oh, yeah.
He's pawned off the data sucker.
Oh, wow, he needs the money. running on the bouncing off the Lotus Field, and then running on that server. Fearless.
See, Wildside can be a real problem against Replicating Perfection just because you're already short on clicks, so... And he knows he's going to have to go down that server twice because there's an Ashe in it, so...
Oh, I have the feeling that we're going to see a Komaino here very quickly.
Yes.
Oh, no,
just a pop. Okay. Yep.
Clicking through. Oh, no, what? No rest on the second Ice and the Ashe?
Yep. I reckon he's waiting for him to go in the second time and then res the second piece of ice.
Oh.
Now, how much is he going to put into the trace?
Let me listen to the dialogue here.
Okay.
Well, how much would you put in? Oh, he doesn't.
Doesn't at all. It's going to let him access.
Yeah, and so no, he actually just trashes. He doesn't actually fight the trace. He just trashes and runs again. Pays 2 for the pup.
Because the Ashe is a trace 4, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So he didn't actually... Oh, wow, NAPD! Ooh!
Okay.
No!
That's good for him, but also very bad, because that's all of his money now.
Yeah, all the money went away, but I guess he's at 4 points, so he's ahead of Alex. Wow.
Yeah, but that's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory there. He threw himself into it, lost all of his money, and I still doesn't know what that second piece of ice is, so that's the thing that I reckon, there we go, immediately install advanced something else.
Is it advanced? No, it's just installed.
No, it's not, just installing it. Maybe a brain trust?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he's playing one. I would assume that that's another Ashe or an what is her name again? What's her face?
Nisei. Caprice Nisei.
Yeah. I wonder why he hasn't rested the second ice there.
I think he's just keeping him on his toes.
So he's asking if that was advanced. Oh, déjà vu.
I reckon at that point it might have been better to give him the NAPD at the cost of all of his credits than to res the second thing. Okay, double cash.
Ooh, yeah.
That's
a great choice there.
Yep.
Playing both.
Immediately milling 2 things.
So brutal.
That moment when you look at what you just milled and you have to pretend that it's nothing. That was just that was just a joke card.
Oh, that was Jackson in that server.
Okay.
So Jackson being used here.
So that's all the Jacksons out of the game.
Yep. No
now
Jacksons.
The milling can really start.
Man, this is going to be very close for Alex here. I think Alex is a little bit struggling right now.
Yeah. Although he's not taking out any of the face down cards. Oh no, 1 face down card, isn't it? Yeah.
So Lewis looks through the cards. Oh, sadly we don't see.
There was an interns in there.
Yeah, but, there's the big chunk of the deck already in a discard pile. Definitely. And there's still 5 credits, 5 agenda points to go for Alex.
I'm not sure which way this is going to go. Like, I genuinely don't know.
Yeah,
this is a good game. This is a good game.
It is quite exciting. They told me afterwards that it was a good game, so I have no idea. I had no idea. I actually haven't watched this before. All right, so we see a Parasite on the Enigma of all things.
Yeah, that's well, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. If that gets trashed, then HQ will become vulnerable again.
Since he doesn't have a Kogate breaker at the moment, then why not?
Another mill, another virus.
He's gonna go and check it immediately. Oh, he has pawned the wild side as well. I just noticed that.
Oh, interesting.
Logic entanglement, okay. Killed an account siphon. He is running account siphon. There we are.
Oh wow, that was a good net damage here.
Yeah, that was How long has he been sitting on that account siphon, I wonder?
Oh, wow. I guess that's why he played the Parasite on the Enigma.
Yeah, hoping to hit that afterwards.
Man, this game can go everywhere. That's a very unusual white tree.
Yep.
And a very aggressive noise.
I feel like Philotic Entanglement is good almost any way you put it in, but like that's that was well timed. I like that.
Yeah. I guess ideally he would like to see more ice being scored, but I mean that was perfect here right now. Oh, he runs on archives. There's no agendas.
It's definitely interesting running Philotic and Ronin in White Tree. That's we haven't seen any Sundews either.
No.
Either they're all in the trash or he's just not running them.
And we haven't seen any mean sentries like Tsurugi or Komino.
No, you're right. We haven't seen, apart from Pup, we haven't seen any sentries so far, have we?
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
And Wall of Thorns also very, very popular with the white trees. Ah, there's a Sandu. Speaking of the devil.
Okay, great. I was wondering when they were going to come up. I tell you what, that's the most frustrating thing if you're playing Replicated Perfection and you just never see your Sundews. It's like, wait, what's happening? There are 3 of you in the deck. Where are you hiding?
Oh, wow. Share being pawned here. Lewis is really down to the wire here if he has to pawn Share.
Yeah.
Daily cast, forgot the daily cast. 1 click, first click. Drawing a card.
I always find it funny with Sundew, people put the money on it and then wait, even if they're in Replicating Perfection, so they are definitely going to get the money.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, I mean, that's... Oh, there's a second account save.
Okay, there we are. Okay, Here we go.
This game is full of surprises.
And that's really good because it means that he may not have enough to protect the Sundew, so...
Yeah. And the 2 tags and gets the money.
How much influence have we seen so far?
I'm not good at counting influence.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think of anything that we've seen apart from Jackson Howard.
Yeah, we haven't. Actually, we haven't, yeah.
I'm wondering where it is.
Yeah. Probably Scorch Earth or something.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. I have no idea what this deck is, so...
We see Mental Health Clinic being rest. The Sundew was trash. There's another
Sundew, yep. Did he just hit 3 Sundews in a row? And it's like, okay, here we go.
Well, I guess he was waiting for them because he is under incredible economic pressure. Corporation at 4 credits right now.
Yep.
And the runner is at over 10. There's a 10 credit token, and I think like 14 right now.
But also, the runner only has what looks like 3 or 4 cards left in their stack. So
yeah, it looks. Sometimes it looks deceiving because it's there's like perspective going on because of the lens of the camera.
Sure.
So it might be more than just a couple of cards. But
not very many though, at least.
Yeah. Certainly he has to finish up quickly. Data Sucker. Mill. Run on.
Go and see that.
No agendas. Oh, but there's a Komaino.
Yep. It's interesting. I feel like he sort of desperately wants to install over that Lotus Field, but he's just not getting the ice for it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's all in the trash.
He checks the discard pile of Lewis to see what he can recur. How many viruses can he expect? Maybe also checking the influence, because, account siphons do cost a lot of influence.
Yeah. Account siphon and cash. Like, cash is criminal as well, so... Due to a misprint, then it's a blue card for some reason.
People say account siphon is also an art card in disguise.
It makes perfect sense, because if it was all in Anarch, it'd be ridiculously strong, but, I mean, it's...
Definitely. I would even argue that some breakers shouldn't have been on Arak, but they are, just so we have to spend influence.
It's like Seasource accidentally being a yellow card. Like,
yeah,
doesn't make any sense, but I mean, sure.
Well, they have mid-seasons and Seasource. And the end.
Looking forward to Tagstorm being the dominant archetype, I think.
Oh man,
since there's so much stuff coming in to shut off fast advance, mess with fast advance, then I reckon it's coming.
And then stuff like Shoot the Moon, suddenly we have some kind of like NBN Glacier.
Yep, it's happening.
Alright, so we have Install Advance.
Okay.
And this could be the game-winning agenda if that's a future perfect.
Yep, that's a 5-3.
Either way, you're game winning, even if the runner gets it or if the corp gets it.
Risky though, because Noise has ridiculous money right now.
On the other hand, I know that Alex likes to fake out a 5-3 agendas by doing an ADPD advance.
Yeah.
That's always painful when you get through and you don't have any credits left and you think you score the game, the final agenda, and it's an ADPD. Blah.
I'm kind of wondering if... oh no, it's a knight. That's probably a better shout. Right. I was going to say, I was wondering if Noise is holding a fem, but no, knight is a good shout, I think. Run and bounce off that Lotus Field.
And then running on there.
Run down the Sunju. Oh no, running down that server instead. Okay, the agenda server.
Let's see about that. Alex does have quite a lot of money.
If that's a Komaino, that would be really good right now.
4 cards.
Because that's very expensive to break with knight. Oh wow, Shinobi.
Oh gosh.
Didn't expect that.
A Shinobi. Of all of the things, a Shinobi.
We can pay through it, so...
No break.
No break at all, okay.
No, not... Actually not increasing any of the traces.
Might be worth it, I mean... I'm not sure.
Okay, so he broke the final routine. And this is indeed the future perfect. Incredible. Incredible. Alright, so that's the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting match here. Down to the wire. Could have gone differently either way.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see the tempo swings with RP. When the game goes sufficiently long, then you start to get worried, I think.
Yeah, I think against Noise is very difficult to play the long game because you will get milled so hard.
Yeah, definitely.
So you kind of have to be hard, and I think Alex hasn't seen the kind of cards he wanted to see early on. It took ages for him to see any Sandus.
Yep.
And I think the ice that he saw wasn't the kind of punishing ice that he wanted to see on his central servers.
Yeah, Sunjus are such good economy, and it forces the runner to make runs that they really would rather not, so it works very well.
Yes, definitely. Alright, so this is it for this third round of the tournament, and we're going to move on to the fourth round, but now I'm going to have to say goodbye to Martin.
Thanks very much for having me on. It's been a lot of fun.
It was my pleasure. Can you tell our listeners really quick again where they can find your stuff?
Of course, you can find all of the podcasts that I do, the Ono Video Games podcast and the Ice Analyzer podcast, which is about Netrunner, on onovideogames.com. You can find us on iTunes by searching for Ice Analyzer or Ono Video Games, and we also have a Patreon page at patreon.com/ONVG.
Yes, excellent show, which I really enjoy. Again, you just fifth show that you had recently, right?
Yeah. We've been trucking along, just doing random stuff here and there, but we're having a lot of fun with it. So yeah.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's the most important thing about Netrunner, I think, just having fun.
Yeah, definitely. I think the best thing to do is just sit in front of a recorder and be really, really eager about the game. That's a lot of fun.
yeah, definitely. All right, so we will be leaving you guys, and I hope you will tune in next time where we continue this tournament. And until then, we will have and always have been hacking the planet.
Hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Cheers.
Shit on me.